Hey, brothers, all my sisters, all my kings and all my queens tuning in. It's your boy Mduduzi. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of August, 2024. The time is about 20 to 5 p.m., you feel me? So, I just came to the car and I was like, you know what, let me just shoot a video. I didn't have to think that hard about the topic because, as you guys can see, I've been done with stuck up / prideful women. Let's get right into it. What makes me talk about this topic, right? Today I'm at, if I could say, a local shop. I'm getting a few things for my mom. There's this one sister. There's gonna be a whole lot of sisters I talk about, but let me start with this one. This one sister, man. So she's a bit older than me. She looks just under 30, so I'd say maybe 28, 27. I'm 25, you feel me? Light skin, oof, slim, thick body. Man, she is nice. She is fine, right? No cap though, like when you look at her, you can see she's kind of rusted. That's the best way I can put it. She's old, right? Like, not old, but her face it's already giving out, if I can use that example. But other than that, doesn't take away much. She's a baddie, man. She's fine. But yeah, man, I be always pulling up and she be in like a foulish mood, you feel me? And I had watched a video by FitX Fearless, and he said if a woman is playing that, aggressive type, what's the word I used? Stuck up towards you, it means she likes you, right? Which could be true, but like, guys, I don't know how many times I've been there. It's the same thing. This lady's on some, this. And man, she was looking nice today, but I couldn't even compliment her because my logic is, right, I am appreciated there where I go, right? So if her response is to act stuck up towards me, even if I start chasing her, she's gonna try reject me as a means of, oh yeah, he tried to come for me, but you know what I'm saying, if she doesn't like me. So I feel like it's a losing battle, you know what I'm saying, me trying to greet her, or what's wrong, it's like it's a losing battle. So I mind my business, you feel me? I get there, you know what I'm saying, when she serves me, if she's, all upset, or, I keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying, get what I get, I'm out. And like, I feel like this is the best way to keep it pushing, to keep it P. Because honestly, there's not much you can do. And I'm a believer, right? I'm a citizen of heaven. And saying that, I believe we should greet everyone. I believe we should love everyone. But like, it must, like the Bible does say in Ephesians 6, verses 12, around there, but we fight not against flesh and blood. So it might be the spirits in her that are, reacting towards me because I'm of the light. It doesn't matter though. It's like you get tired of it coming around, then they mean mugging you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing also. Like, if we don't speak, or if, you just greet each other coldly, then I guess it has to be like that. Like, and that's why I say I've been done with stuck up prideful women. Like, I just keep it pushing nowadays. Like, that girl, this lady I'm talking about, no cap, because she's so attractive, I know that she might have mileage, right? A lot of guys have probably been with her, this. But I could potentially make her my wife, right? Of course, I don't know her, how she is, just based off looks. But yeah, like, she's stuck up with it. So, you keep it pushing. You don't even allow yourself to entertain fantasies or, we could be this. You just keep it in reality and you keep it pushing. Number 2, right? I want to talk about, since I'm talking about this local shop, right? So there's another girl. I don't know what's her problem, man. Like, also when I come, she's always giving me this kind of a mean mug. So, I've just been keeping it like, I get that she's mean mugging and I'm in a good mood. I just smile it off, I don't, ask her how she's doing. Obviously, it would be like a hi, but like, I don't get into it, like, you could try make a conversation with people. Like, I don't get into it at all. But I don't know, like, I've seen her, like, this happened, right? Her acting stuck up quite a while ago. And for me, she's not that nice, right? Like, with her, I'd say to describe her, she's thick, brown skin. But yeah, she's not pretty, no cap, like, she's quite average looking, if I had to put it like that. And I remember this happened, and then the next time I pulled up, I saw her smoking a cigarette. So my whole conclusion was, oh, she's lost, But yeah, it doesn't make sense. And the other day, I pulled up and I greeted 2 brothers that she was with, right? And I know these brothers because they work for the car wash that I normally go to. And because I pull up in the whip I pull up in, probably because of how I look, it might also be an act, but they act like they hold me in high regard, right? Probably because they think I've got money, right? But yeah, like, so we were dapping each other up. Then she was just there, like, why? In my mind, I was like, why are y'all even greeting this nigga, man? You feel me? But yeah, hey man, I've been down with stuck up women. It's like I come across not so many, but a couple women, sisters who are stuck up. And at this point in my life, like, I don't entertain such, you feel me? Like, I keep it pushing. There's a lot of haters, right? They hate you when you're up. They don't see you when you struggle, though. That's by Jeezy. But yeah, there's a lot of haters, and there's not much you can do to get someone to love you that hates you. It's not even something you did wrong. It's most cases, it's a reflection of them, right? They might hate you because you're winning and they're not winning, type of thing. So it's like, all you can do is keep it keep it pushing, you feel me? I want to talk about, there's this lady. Okay, and so this second girl, maybe she's 1 year older than me, my age. I'd say 1 year older, but yeah. This third lady, she's well in her 30s. She could be about 35, right? So she's beautiful, right? I kind of understood why she came across as prideful, stuck up. She's brown skin, you feel me? She's black, brown skin. She's got a slim, thick body. Like, she's nice, right? Like, I'd give her a good 7.5, right? My rating, right? So she also works at a store, and I remember when I had come across her, I'm someone who greets, so I had tried greeting her, and I saw that she didn't even look in my direction for me to greet her. But I was like, okay, like, I make conclusions quick, right, based off the knowledge I have. So I was like, okay, she's pretty, makes sense, she's prideful. And it's carried on. Like she's never even look. She doesn't even acknowledge me, right? She doesn't even look at me for me to greet her, and I'm okay with that, right? Like, if you think you're better than me, then so be it. You feel me? Like, I ain't the type to try. What is it? Yeah, like, if you just think you're better than me, so be it. I'm gonna try convince you that you're not better than me. I keep it pushing. If you don't wanna greet me, that's on you. But then I also see it's spiritual, right? But yeah, so what had ended up happening is her colleague who she works with took a liking to me, right? So we speak, we all good with each other, right? Now it's like when her colleague, we speak, her colleague complimented me the other day. I saw her looking at me, and when I had turned around to look at her, she acted like she wasn't looking. So, like, it's gotten to a point where, firstly, she was cold. You could see that she didn't even pay attention that I was there. She didn't even acknowledge me, kind of angry. But now it's like, why aren't you talking to me? In my eyes, right? Like, it's like, why aren't you saying hi to me, look? But like me, I've been done with that. Like, I'm not gonna force to greet anyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't wanna be greeted, if you don't wanna, have fellowship, let's keep it pushing, you feel me? Yeah, so it's like, recently, as I'm saying, her colleague complimented me. This is a recent thing, and she gave me this whole, in my eyes, look away on some, why aren't you greeting me? And face was more relaxed than it is. It's normally, angry. But yeah, for me, it's like, now that I've been ignored her, been not talked to her, I don't think it's gonna change, right? Unless she greets me, or, like, God says, do good to those that hate you. Maybe I could do good to her in some sort of way. But other than that, it's like, I know that she's way older than me, for me. But I get it, in the ways of the world, you can sleep with someone way older. But for me, I don't really do old sisters. It's 1 year older, or we can't work, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I always knew that I'm not gonna go for her or anything. But it was her reaction. But hey, you never know, man. Like, all you can do is just keep it P, right? Now, that's the third girl. Fourth girl, hey, let me tell you guys a story. Most of these things I see is spiritual, right? But yeah, this is what you encounter. So, girl number 4, what had happened with her is, we're in high school together. She was in a lower grade. So maybe if I was in grade 12, she was probably in grade 10. 10, 9. But I think in grade 10, right? And her friend group, they took a liking to me, right? So we used to chat, I'd say, because I wasn't interested in them. No ego, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't. They weren't attractive, right, to me. But they took a liking to me. I'm a good guy, you feel me? So we used to chat it up. And in that process, I knew her, right? So what had happened is, I have not a girlfriend, but a girlfriend, right? And she used to stay where I stay, but she doesn't stay here anymore. So she was like, okay, I'm pulling up. You must come out when I pull up. Like, I no stress. So she pulled up. She's like, okay, I'm here. I came outside. Then we were chilling with like a whole lot of people, right? A whole lot of brothers. It was just a lot of us. It wasn't just me and her. Then this girl pulls up, right? So one of my other brothers, he was telling me about, I'm gonna name her R. There's this R, she's a new girl to where we stay. She's new, this. I'm like, damn, I have to see R. Only to find out it's her, right? So, funny thing is, yeah, that night I saw that like now Aura's pulling back up. I'm like, okay, first time I'm gonna meet this girl, might be potential, you never know. Only to find out, hey, it's her, you know. Then it's like this whole, oh, it's you to do. I'm like, I know you, you feel me? I know you from high school. She acted like, what? This is you. Funny thing is, after that, she goes on some, please, she holds out her shoes. Please tie my laces. I'm like, what? Are you crazy? In my mind, though, right? But I was like, nah, I ain't tying them. But yeah, she was kind of lit, right? So, whatever. I leave. Fast forward, I go to, from work, I went to Cresta, I think. I came back with the taxi. And so there's like quite a distance I walk from where the taxi drops me to home, right? Funny. Hey, so I'm walking, I have my earphones on, probably listening to some music or a video, right? A saved YouTube video. I think it was a saved YouTube video. So as I'm walking, I'm close to home. I see her, she's behind me. But I didn't see it's her, right? I saw it was a girl that was behind me. So I'm like, okay, we're the only two, you know what I'm saying, in the pathway. So, okay, I walk a bit. I look back, I see it's her. Now I'm on the right side of the street, she's on the left, right? But we're both walking to the same location because she stays where I stay. So okay, I see it's her. She's catching up. She's catching up fast. So when she's like about almost opposite to me, I'm like, you know what? I took off my earphones. I crossed the street. I'm like, okay, let me just go talk to her. Let's chop it up. Across the street, I'm like, oh, hey, next thing, bomb. She doesn't even look at me. She continues walking like she didn't even see me. So I'm like, I laugh it off. She had earphones, so she just acted like she didn't see me. She carried on walking. But yeah, the thing about it, she had blue lipstick. So, okay, when she had ignored me, basically, I let her walk on. Okay, then I put back my earphones. I'm thinking about it, like, oh, what's happening? She's trying to, or in my eyes, she was trying to get like one up, like maybe, he tried to approach me, he wants me. So, I thought about it quite some time, but I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, let me not say never, but I'll never speak to her again. And I know that the next time we meet, right, she's gonna try act like, oh, I didn't see you. Even though I came, I just didn't want to hold her. I was like, hey, she ignored me. I just didn't want to hold her. Because next thing she fights. I'm not, what I'm saying? People be doing weird things nowadays. And that was a weird one. Like, I didn't even feel like the pain of rejection. I was just confused. I was just like, anyways, I kept it P. But yeah, like, I'm done. Like, I'll never speak to her again. You never know, like, the circumstances, right? But, like, she's probably going to act like, oh, I didn't see you. And, because I drive, right? We have cars here at home. I know that, because she walks, I don't always walk. That one day, I'm going to catch her on the street. She's going to be walking, you know what I'm saying? She's probably going to see me. But, like, how can I give her a lift after that, right? No beef, but how can I give her a lift? How can I act like she didn't try to have one up on me? So, these are the things. Like, for me, I just, I'm like, okay, peace. This is the last time we ever speak, or, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even speak, but this is the last time I ever interact with you. Me, I'm, I don't give this attention to women who try, get one up on you like you're some fool. I keep it pushing. So, yeah, like, It's just weird things, man. Okay, but that's the girl number 4, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Girl number 5. Let me tell you this story, man. You see, that's why for me, like, these days I've been reconsidering it, right? I'm like, okay, I can have girlfriends, but I'm gonna have a rule now. I'm gonna be like, okay, we can be friends, but if I say anything funny from you, I'm telling you that I'm cutting off, and that's gonna be the last time we interact. Because before I was on some, no girlfriends. But I'm like, okay, that's kind of not kingdom citizen talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like for me to shout out all girls. But yeah, that's my new thing. But yeah, anyways, girl number 5, right? Hey. What happened with girl number 5 is, I know girl number 5, we've been interacting, right? She works where I work. What had happened was, so I'm gonna try break this down in a way you can understand it as much as possible, right? So girl number 5 sells muffins, right? She sells muffins quite a distance from where I work. Man, feeling kind of itchy all of a sudden. But yeah, girl number 5, she sells muffins. So when she starts selling, I'm at work, right? So unless I go to the bathroom and yeah, another thing, she sells muffins, but they always get sold out like before the end of the day, right? Like, so you can never just catch her normally. Like, you can't just catch up with her and be like, let me get a muffin. They're normally sold out if you don't buy them in the morning. Let me just put it like that. So this day I come, right? I haven't eaten. I was late. I woke up late. So my boss had sent me to buy something for him. And by the shop, I bought for myself chocolate, right? A whole lot of chocolate. But I was like, this chocolate isn't good for me. Plus, it's the only thing you can really eat there, right? So I was like, I don't feel comfortable buying chocolate. And I've done this multiple times because it wasn't the first time being late, right? So I was like, also my tooth has been acting up. So I was like, hey man, buying chocolate, it's not healthy. Everyone reinforces that. And I also agree, right? So it's like, you know what? I'm going to buy this chocolate, but I'm not going to buy as much as I always do, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to save some money and go buy muffins from her. So I get back to my place of work, right? And then my boss has a patient. So in the 2 minutes I have, I'm like, okay, you know what? I get out, I run to her, right? But before I get to her, there's another girl, which I'm going to call N, right? N is like, are you going to girl number 5 to buy? I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy. Then N is like, okay, here's some money, buy for me as well. So I take N's money because she's on the way there, basically. It's not a far distance, right? I take N's money and I go to girl number 5. So I'm like, okay, please, or N wants this. I want 2 muffins. But I was 10 cents short. I was like, you know me, girl number 5. Please, I'll get you back. I don't have cash. I'll pay you this 10 cents. Can I please have 2 muffins? Okay. I ran back to work, obviously, because I shouldn't have been out. So what ends up happening is my boss gets done with his patient. He's like, okay, please go throw this away. And the bin is outside, right? And it's close to girl number 5 where she sells. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Let me go pick up the muffins. I'm allowed to eat at work. Not like just straight up eat, but like he allows me to eat. As long as I keep it professional, I hide it. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, I grab the dustbin, right? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I see N, right? N, and I like N because she just keeps it solid, right? But then I'm like to N, should I go? I'm on my way to throw away the dustbin. Should I pick up your muffins as well because I'm gonna go pick up mine? You feel me? She's like, nah. Girl number 5 has already dropped them off. You don't have to pick them up. I'm like, what? Okay. I dropped the dustbin. I look for girl number 5. She's not there. So I come back to the practice. So in me, I'm feeling confused because I'm like, why would girl number 5 drop N's muffins, right? And not drop mine? Because like we're so close, literally. So it's like, why would she, what's going on? But and I start thinking, oh, it's probably that 10 cents I didn't have, right? But I was thinking, okay, because I was 10 cents short, why would she just not, maybe if she didn't want, listen, right, my mindset is, if she didn't want, because I understand it's a business, I was taking my chances, right? If she didn't want to give me this pass, she could have been like, okay, she dropped one muffin off, right? And be like, okay, I'm not going to give you the other one, you 10 cents short. And I would have accepted it, right? Business is business. So I was confused. I was like, why didn't she drop mine off? Anyways, whatever, like from where I sit at work, I can see girl number 5 when she's done selling. She normally walks past me, right? Past where I work. So I see girl number 5 walk past. So I wait. I'm like, what the? He still hasn't come with the muffins. What's going on, right? So then, out of randomly, took a while. Randomly, she comes. She's like, here's the muffins. Yeah, I was like, how? What? Girl number 5, why you take so long? She's like, you can't complain. I'm like, if you worried, if it was about the 10 cents, I'll pay you back. You know, it's just, I didn't have physical cash. Then she's like, nah, you can't complain. So, you know, like, ever since she said that, you know, I was like, you know what? Girl number 5 is getting disrespectful. Like, it's my fault that I've allowed it to get here. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's disrespecting me now. This is just clear disrespect. And so, I dropped the muffins off. I didn't even eat them. I took them back to her when I was done working, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to eat them. You can choose what you want to do with the money or whatever. But, no, you disrespected me. So, we're not cool. You feel me? So, she's like, what? She acts confused. Anyways, I go home. The next day, she comes. She drops off the money, basically, right? She drops off the money. Yeah, and as time goes on, you know, now she's like kind of avoiding me. Now, you know, like it's full on avoiding, you know, not even looking at me. So I'm like, damn, like, you're so prideful to a point where she didn't even ask me, like, how did I disrespect you? Like, I'm sorry. She expecting me, you know, to like kind of suck up to her. So I'm like, what's wrong, like, with girl number 5? Like, I don't understand. Still to this day, I don't understand her mentality. Like, and what's funny is she had a birthday, right? Her birthday was yesterday. And in honest speaking, where I work, right? The people weren't gonna buy her a gift. I don't know if they did, but if anyone was gonna buy her a gift, it was me. So I didn't even buy the gift because I'm like, I'm not gonna act like now it looks like I'm sucking up to her. So you know what I'm saying? I kept it pushing like I didn't know it was her birthday. Now we don't speak, right? And I probably won't ever speak to her again if she doesn't. I forgive her, but like it's like you know, like the mentality of her. It's like, and in my mind, right now, I'm like, she's not even as attractive for me to like even simp. If I was a simp, she's not as attractive. Honestly, her muffins don't slap like that I have to talk to her to buy again. So it's like, okay, you know what, I'm done, you know, like, if you never speak again, deuces, peace, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I cut off a person, my mindset is like, even in death, it's like, you know what, let's keep it real. We didn't speak. I'm not gonna act like, oh man, I miss you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what it was while we were still living. So that's just how it is for me. Like, I don't hold nothing against her. But it's like, just the mentality, right? But yeah, like, for me, I've been done with stuck up women. Like, if you give me any funny vibes, it's even like there's a lady where I work now, like, you know, firstly she was on me. Now I can see she's trying to ignore me. So you know what it is, you know. Unfortunately, I think very highly of myself. I won't even lie to y'all. Like, I think highly of myself. So I have high self-worth. So, like, you know what it is? You keep it pushing. But yeah, like, I've been done with stuck up, prideful women. Thinking there's another girl, right? I'm gonna call her girl number 6. And I think I'm gonna end it here. I've talked about her. Like, she never paid attention to me. You know, she's a little bit older. She's okay, right? But like, yeah, she never... Yeah, I'd say she's okay. No hate, right? She never paid attention to me. But yeah, like... So this is how I go about it. Like, there's no also interaction for me. I don't try. I'm nice with everyone, you feel me, who's nice with me. But I'm not gonna out of a sudden try greet you. You know, I ignore, you feel me? Like, if you ignore me, I ignore you. So let it be, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that at least if it was from my side, right? Like, if I was the one with pride on some, nah, she's not on my level, and I ignored her, maybe I'd feel bad. But now I don't feel bad at all. Like, if you wanna ignore me, let's ignore each other. I'm out. Hey, it's your boy Mduduzi. I see the moms in the background. If you've liked, drop a like, comment anything you wanna comment, subscribe if you feel it. I'm out. Peace. You know.